My audio is flashing anyway. My audio is flashing anyway. I have to get out of spatial. It's messing up for me, so you guys keep the screen, but I gotta get out. Okay. I was like, that is messing up the whole situation because I'm in spatial and it's playing at the same time, so yeah. There's a few things I still need to pull up. Gmail. Our reference pics. Hold on. Let me test something. Hold on. Sorry, I'm texting tech support because this is not my level of expertise. I'm not a stream professional, so I need a moment. But we're gonna let everybody gather in anyway, so. How do you fix it?
Yeah, they said you gotta flash the light at the boss to the turn and stay in the corners or something like that. I think it's I say, oh, so the nigga has bitch, the dark, okay, I got you. Oh, you got all I mean, water over. Alright, so that's two converters and
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat that you can hear me. Because I had to change my audio settings multiple times. Sounded cursed earlier. Literally cursed. Okay. Okay, good. There's a little lag on my screen, so I'm just trying to make sure everything works right now. And then, what else? Sorry, reference photos. Just seeing photos, yes. Hello. Thank you. Okay. I need to get that one app where I can just like anchor it on the screen, but it's fine. I can't help that, so as long as you guys can hear me clearly, that's really all that matters. There's people outside doing shit. And then my other mics do not work, so oh my god. This headset does not stay on either unless I'm explicitly listening to something, so I need to make sure that doesn't. Unfortunately, Michael is not here to help me do this because I don't know how to do this shit. This is his, he knows how to do this. I hardly ever stream, and like, yeah, there's all kinds of things I just do not know how to fix. So anyway, what, 6 minutes? I'm gonna give it like 1 more minute and then we can start. I'm just talking about the audio fry. Like if that happens, I'm sorry guys, I can't fix it. I don't know what's not connected to what, so that might rip into your ears. Hopefully not. I was testing it. I've been testing it for like 30 minutes, so okay. So we can start. So this is CLO3D. This is, I think today what we will do is just do everything in CLO3D instead of making it complicated and adding Blender to the mix. That way, one software, get used to all these tools here because there's a lot going on if you've never touched it before. But it's not that bad once you get used to it. So the first thing we want to do, again, this is our reference picture. We're gonna make something similar to this today. It doesn't have to be exact, but also have like just armor, cyberpunk, some layers maybe. But the biggest thing about what we make today is that we're gonna just cheat the effect of having layers because this is a beginner level and we don't have to worry about trims and other things which could cause some kind of simulation errors sometimes, which we'll see. So the first thing we're gonna do is pick an avatar. CLO3D has a library on this left side. I think if you're opening it for the first time, it should just have the library right here on the left side. It even has metahumans, which I don't know how deep, I don't think they have any detail on them, but you know. Let's see, what do we got? So yeah, there's males here. And we're able to also go in and customize them even more. So yeah, if you're just watching, then you don't have to worry about it. If you're following along, you can right now pick which avatar you want. Is that the ones with the AVT are the ones that you're going to be able to customize. For me today, I am going to use one of these guys. I'm going to use Luca. And when you figure out what you want, you just click and it's gonna load. It's gonna load our guy in. Okay, there he is. Looks great. So for this garment, it's actually, what we can do is one piece as this onesie, and then we can drape maybe a layer or two without having too many clothing simulation errors. Hopefully. So the first thing we're gonna do is on this side, you got your 3D window here. This is everything related to the simulations and the patterns on a 3D form, and then on this side is your 2D patterns. So this is where you draw them out and sew them together, and then it simulates on this left side. So the first thing we can do, and at any point if you're like, what are you talking about, just say that in the chat and I'll go back. Let me see. The first thing I like to do is use the polygon tool and go in and, okay, so this garment has a collar that we're going to end up having to add, so we really just need to make this front piece first. I think what I'll do is one piece in the front, and then we sew the piece in the back and make them together instead of using this split line. So you just click and drag. And we're gonna add some curves to this also because it's a little too pointy. Actually, we could just make it a shirt. It doesn't need to be a bodysuit because we're gonna layer those drapes. So yeah, we have our first piece. You just click and drag and make the pattern. So if you click here, there's a drop-down menu for edit pattern, and this is where you can do more specific things with the points and curves. So edit curvature is what we want. Again, let's look at the reference picture. So there's it's more like, oh, you know what? Actually, let me kill this. We kill this point right here because it's actually messing up. Yeah, delete the point. So you just right click the point, right click on it, and click delete the point. And then we go back to the edit curvature tool and just take this and drag it down like that. Bam. We don't need to add any curves to the rest of it, but the collar is gonna go, it's gonna sew right onto here. So the easiest thing to keep your symmetry is to just click that entire pattern and mirror paste. Actually, you could, is that advanced? That's not advanced. Symmetric pattern with sewing. It's gonna give you the same thing and it's gonna sew it on together for you. So let me see. We'll do our first sewing piece. We'll just take it like that. Just like that. And then the normals are flipped, so that's why this side is gray and the inside is white, which is not correct. We need to flip it. So you just right click on this and you put flip normal. Bam. Oh crap. It's because it's linked. Oh my god. We just put remove linked editing. So anytime you have linked editing, it's going to manipulate both pieces at the same time even when you don't want that. So now when I flip the normals, it's not going to do that. It's just going to do its own thing. So we don't really need to keep it linked. I feel like linked editing is best if you're like really trying to keep it symmetrical and it's smaller pieces, but I think something at this size, no, maybe not so much. So we've got our two pieces. What are we going to do now? They're the exact same length, so we can use segment sewing to put them together. Oh, you know what? We don't have sleeves though. We don't have sleeves, so we're gonna actually just do this shoulder to this shoulder. So your segment sewing tool is up here. It's this little middle sewing machine. And when you put these two together, you want to make sure that the lines are straight in between and they're not crisscrossed. I'll show you what that looks like if they're crisscrossed like that. You don't want that because it's going to simulate very badly. So the line here needs to align with the line here. And then you do the same thing on the other side. Line, It's a line. Now, I think we're gonna need to add a point. Add a point because, oop, I didn't mean to do that. When we sew this together, it's gonna be awkward because there's no spacing between the arm. So we can just go right here. And it will give you the straight line every time. So you know. So now I think if we segment sew, it should, yes. And we're not gonna sew that top part because I don't know what it's gonna look like when we simulate it. Ah, this to this, okay. We got this. This is good. So yeah, it should look like this. Oh, did it not do it? No, it didn't. Okay, cool. Now the moment of truth. Let's see if it looks right. When you're ready to simulate, you're gonna press the space bar. And actually, before we do that, I'm gonna go to my transform pattern, select these, and actually in this property editor is where it really makes or breaks your simulation. The particle distance is at 20. I don't remember what that means. I just know that when it's lower, it doesn't simulate as badly. It simulates more accurately. So I would just bring this down to a 10 for now. It's gonna be relatively skin tight, but it shouldn't be too crazy. And now let's simulate it. Let's see what we got. Oh, fantastic. Look at that, a tank top. Okay. Excellent. Now we have our first shape down. And you can move it around. Right? So that was it. That was our first pattern. Now we need to make the collar, which is kind of wide. I'm wondering, this is where I would turn, can I turn linked editing back on? Okay, I think I can. Let me see. I'm just gonna test to see if I can actually do that. Did I just do that? Okay, yeah. So whatever I do on that one, it affects that one. That's what I want. Because I think that these collar points are a little too... Okay, so the same thing happens, and we're just gonna bring it in more, and then we can simulate it again. Yeah. That way it's not baggy like the turtleneck I'm wearing right now. It'll be too baggy, so it's better if we make it a little smaller. Now, what we need to know is the length of this is 156.8. Exactly. So to make a collar in this little drop down menu, we're going to select the rectangle and we're going to make, actually, I forgot, I could just do this. You just point and click. 156.8 millimeters. I don't care about the height. We'll say, I guess the same. Let's find out. Nah, it's too thick. This is too thick, but we can just bring this up like that. Right? So it's the right length. When I sew this down, it's gonna just doop. Maybe might make it a little bit thicker. I wish I was playing some like gamer music, but oh my god, you guys, I am like streamer tool, just not good at it. It's not. I swear I'm gonna get better at it. I know too many software. It's too much. Okay, so this is the front side. So the same thing like I did with these two pieces, I'm gonna symmetric pattern. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm just gonna mirror paste it. Oh god, I meant this one. Mirror paste. Oh crap, you have to copy and then mirror paste. My bad. Right, so this is our back side. We're gonna bring it like this. Flip the normal. Boop. Bring it down. Bring this down. Bring it in. I think before I actually sew it to the shirt, I could probably just sew the whole thing together. So just like the last two pieces we did with the top, you do the same thing. You want those straight lines in between every time. Otherwise, unless you're intentionally wanting it to simulate like, I think not ruffles, like spirals and that kind of thing, it does that effect when you do that. But otherwise, if you don't do it with these lines straight, it's gonna simulate really weird. So yeah. So now we have it like that, and then I think I'm gonna move this up just a little bit into the side. You can always right click and go front so you can get that straight on view. And then let's press space. Bam! Beautiful. What's up, Chris? You're in spatial. I know I wanted to be in there at the same time with my avatar, but the sound is like, it was clashing with the stream. Okay, look at that. God, I love when it simulates perfectly. It really, oh my God. It makes me feel fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. And we can change this as well down on the particle distance to 10. And you'll see when we simulate, it's a little more neater. The form is even more perfect. Beautiful job, guys. Beautiful job. Look at us. Look at us. Are you guys following along with this too? Like, am I going too fast? Because, you know, it's, there's a lot going on in this interface. There's a lot of tools, but like you really just get used to it, and then you're kind of like, oh, okay. It's like, think of it like actual sewing, but like literally virtually. You're doing the same thing you would do if you were pattern making and sewing garments together, but just on the computer. Where are you at right now? I'm just gonna hold it here. But if you just tell me where you're at, I'll talk you through it, and then I can show you again. Oh, maybe I can just put my spatial on my laptop while I wait for you to let me know where you're at. We're doing the same thing we just did, but we're gonna do it for this skirt part, the first layer. So the same principles we just did for the shirt pieces and then the collar piece. Same type of tool, in the drop down where there's polygon, rectangle, ellipse, spiral. We are going to use that part because this skirt is asymmetrical, right? It's not exactly a circle. So maybe we use the polygon tool. So we click on the polygon tool. And again, just like we did with these, we're gonna draw that shape out. So let's see, this is like short in the front, long in the back. So the front piece, we're just gonna, oh yeah, I forgot this one has curves. Let's go to the rectangle tool. And then if we need to add curves, we'll use the edit curvature tool because it's a little easier. Yes, just like a mullet. So yeah, if we want to add any curves, we're gonna keep it sharp on the rectangle and then we just go in. Because using the polygon tool could be a little confusing with the different anchors. So draw your rectangle out. You can either drag and drop it to where you want, like that, or you can always just click and then put the size you want. I only do that when I'm getting specific measurements, so usually I'm just gonna drag it out like that. Also, like, if you don't like the shape you have and after you dragged it out, you can just press the delete button and it'll go away. You don't have to commit to it. And then if you're stuck in the rectangle tool, just go to transform pattern, and that is how you move it around if you need to move it. Same thing in the 3D window. It's the same tool. You just go like that. So yeah, we are, I think I like my measurements to be exactly perfect when I'm sewing them together. So this is, when you go to edit pattern, this is how you figure out what lengths are. You can also press Z. That's a shortcut. I don't know shortcuts on here though. I'm not good at shortcuts yet. So we're gonna go to edit pattern. This is 395.5. That's the length. The shirt top that we need to sew it to is 316.3. So if you wanted like ruffles, this is how you do that. You keep it longer than the piece that you're sewing it onto. But for this one, we want exact measurements because we're just draping things over and we don't want any simulation errors. So because this is 316.3, I'm gonna click on this line again, 395.5, and I can right click and go down and click on change length. What was the number again? 316.3. That's what we need to change it to. 316.3. Again, click the line, go down to change length, 316.3. So this gave us an asymmetrical like situation. We want to change it to both. That way, this is the same length. And I actually like that it like A-lines a little bit. So we can keep the length here. It's actually going to give us, I think, that effect that we want, where we keep the bottom part is longer than the top part. So when you're done, you just press OK. So now we have this. We're only 30 minutes in and we almost got the whole outfit done. Like, we haven't even gotten to the fabrics. the animation. We're gonna do it all tonight. All right, we're getting the full look. Also, we have this selected right now. Simulation properties in the property editor, go ahead and change it to 10. Better safe than sorry. You're doing good. I'm gonna give you a moment to do this before we start sewing pieces together, because we are going much faster than I thought too. I was like, oh man, I don't know. We might have simulation error. Nope. I'm sure we'll run into a few, which is, it's good. You're gonna figure out how to fix it. But I personally make things really, really equal in length and like as much as possible, so it just sews together really easy, and I do not have to worry about wrinkling or any, because that makes me crazy. Let me mute myself while I drink this water. What does that mean? No idea. I'm trying to think of what fabrics we want. I'll also show you guys how to change the shoes, because we will be changing the shoes. I think this is an AI photo, but it looks fantastic. I would absolutely wear that. Do I want us to be ambitious and do gloves? You know what? These are fingerless gloves, so they're actually not that difficult. We might do the gloves. I didn't. I found this on Pinterest, actually. When I was just looking for reference photos, and I was like, oh, this is great. High fashion, cyberpunk. I like the blue as well. I bet you Sasha would totally appreciate that. So, ooh, we got the same length, so we're ready to sew it. Just move it down a little bit. Move it this way a little bit. And again, we're gonna go to the segment sewing tool, which is directly, not under, but to the right. You can also press N as a shortcut, and I don't use it. Like, I don't use shortcuts on here. I don't really use shortcuts on Blender either. Like, I'm not there yet. That's when I go extremely fast. Like, when I can do that, I'm gonna be going ridiculously fast. Like, my brain will be like, I watch people like do speed runs or whatever of stuff on here and like whatever else, and I'm like, how are you doing that? I love a speed runner. Okay, so we're gonna click segment sewing. All we need to do is attach this to this. And when you're ready, you press space to sew it together. Bam. Beautiful. Sensational. There'll probably be a split. Yeah, there's gonna be a split between these two pieces, which is fine, because I don't know if I want to sew them together anyway. Like, there's a split in this one as well. So we can just do segments. It's really about doing segments. I find the easiest way to like get things done, because I don't know. I see a lot of other creators do like really complicated patterns, and they don't like always keep them exactly the same size. And I'm like, how are you simulating this without any problems? But they do have problems. They always have problems. I'm like, you're a saint for that. So we can actually take this piece, instead of drawing it out again, right click on it, copy, and then mirror paste. And bring it like this. I like to put top and bottom, front, top and bottom, back. I like to align them because it just makes it easier for my brain to remember that. Otherwise, I'm like, what did I do? So now we need to move it. And we're going to right click and flip the normal. So make sure that gray part is facing inside instead of outside. And then I would just sew this again with the segment sewing tool. And make sure that those sewing lines are straight. And you're going to do the same thing you did with the front piece. Press space. Bam. We can change the length of this one because this one is quite long, almost to the feet almost. Yeah. So press space to stop simulating. And we can take the whole thing and you just drag that bottom part down. I take it slow sometimes because it'll mess up the simulation, but I think with this piece, yes. Yes. Fantastic. Let's bring it down all the way to the ankle, I would say. Okay. There's a hemline on there too, I see. Although, okay, so something like this. I'll make a belt. Belt's easy too. It's doing a lot of this over and over again, but we would put it over and then just make some bags for the utility belt. And usually, if I'm gonna turn something into like an AR filter, like a try-on, I won't make a mesh heavy garment in here. I'll actually just do something like cut this or cut an image of a belt that I want and make it transparent and then just use one loop and it looks like there's a belt hanging. You like it's cheating the look and giving the illusion that there's a belt there. Same thing with buckles and like trim. I don't always use like buckles and trim because it could be really mesh heavy if you're trying to put it in AR. So something like that makes it just have the look, but it still simulates with cloth simulation. And you can make it look heavy or whatever. You can make it render heavy, but it's not actually heavy. A lot of designers too that I see, I'm like, oh my god, how did they make this? This looks so complicated. And a lot of times they're like drawing shapes and then making things invisible so it looks like it's strappy or whatever, but it's actually just using alpha settings to create the illusion. And it's just brilliant. Look at us. Look at us. We are almost done with making the whole outfit. So now we have a split in between these two parts. And I think, oh my bad. On that top piece, we'll have an actual split, but I think it's just one hole. It's all connected. But I feel like this is a little bit shorter. Or we just make this longer. Let's see what happens when we... Oh, okay, so here's an example. Let's see what this looks like when we, because I'm using the segment sewing tool and these are not the same length, right? So this is what happens when it's not the same length and you try to use the segment sewing tool. Ruffle, right? Which isn't bad. I actually like the drapey look. But this, that looks weird, right? So this is where the particle distance comes in. Again, if I change this setting 10 to 5, let's see what it looks like. Press space again. Okay, so it's a little smoother. You can see that it gets a little smoother. You still have that ruffle, but it's the way the mesh looks, like the 3D mesh. This is as close as it's going to simulate, you know, clothing in a 3D way. So I like the way that looks. However, so you can undo your sewing by going to the edit sewing tool, which is underneath the transform pattern, right under here. And you can take that, you click on it, and then you just press delete. And it'll go back to how it was. Yes. So that's a way to like make that it's not ruffles, it's like ruching or whatever you call it. I'm not sure what you call it. But that's how you do something like that. So when the lengths are not the same, this third option, wait, what is this one? Oh, check sewing length. I forgot that was did they add that? Okay. I've never used that. Okay. I think that's a new feature. So free sewing tool, this is what it comes in handy for. So this side, sometimes I get confused at what side. If you don't know what side you're on, you just go like that and you'll see in the 3D window, you'll see that little teal dot or whatever, and that's how you know what side you're on. So on the free sewing tool, this is where this comes in handy. You're going to take that whole length, right? It's not the same length as the side that we want to sew on, which is this side here. You can see the teal dot on the 3D window. That's how you know we're on the right side. And then just take it and it'll put a dot to the exact equal length. So you know where you're actually at. All right, now let's see what it looks like when we simulate it. Okay, it's equal. There's not gonna be wrinkles and ruffles the same. But that's cool too, that's cool too. I feel like it looks a little too, dare I say, straight. It looks a little too straight. Back to the edit sewing tool, right? And we're gonna delete it again. Not straight, right? I think what we're gonna do is go a little past the length so it gives us that, a little bit of that ruching effect. I feel like, is that the right word? Whatever, somebody fact check me because I'm not sure. It might be. It probably is. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, fix my camera. Hey, I fact check. I think there's a bot again. See, we need Michael right now. But next time he was like, oh my God, I didn't tell him, to be fair, except at the last minute. He was like, but yeah, there's a bot that you can add to your chat. So I'm gonna ask him about it and he'll be able to, he'll set us all up. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the free sewing tool, do the same thing we just did. All right, take this side. Right, he's on tech support, he literally is. And then we're gonna go past this dot. That's where we just simulated. We're gonna go just a little bit past. I think like maybe here, and it should give us the effect that we're looking for. So let's find out. Now let's press space and see what happens. You see that cloth moving crazy slow? I want my PC too, like, simulation settings are here, and we're currently in normal, which is just default. Now we have an accurate fitting version, but it will make things go slower. And fast will be the most inaccurate. But if you just need fast and you're just trying to get the garment together, then, but normal, we're on normal right now. So that's good. Actually, we want the drape, because when we do the other side, it's going to drape as well. But I might make it even a little more asymmetrical because this is not exactly symmetrical. Anakin Skywalker. That's my username. Origin. Annie Skywalker. Also, I had a cat and I named her Annie as well. Annie Skywalker. That is my Tumblr name. It's really old. Yeah, the username remains the same. It's really, really, really old. Oh my god. That was like after MySpace, like right after MySpace. So actually, let's see what it looks like at the same length as the other side. Take it in. Bot. Ooh. Look at that. We have a simulation error because it's going under the leg instead of going on the side. It's a bot. Okay, so when that happens, it's usually because we already sewed this side together and it was already simulated. So because the patterns aren't like aligned for sewing, it's going to do that. So I'm just going to once again delete and start over. And then I'll show you how to fix it. So usually the best thing to do is just do the pieces, align them to where you want. So we went a little past there. And then do the same thing on the other side before you simulate, especially if you're gonna like kind of line it up the same. That way, when it simulates, it won't do that. Ooh. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. So it's a little too bodycon for me. Bitch, snatched. I mean, maybe we bring it up a little bit. Let's edit this. Bring this up a little bit. Like that. Let's do the opposite. Let's see what happens. Yeah. I feel like it needs to be... I feel like both sides need to be up a little more. So this one, I'll also bring it up like that. And then I think this piece should be fanned out a little more as well. Like this bottom part should drape even more. It ruched. So I would change the length of this bottom part I remember it's an edit pattern. Click the line. Right click to change the length. So it's at 395. Maybe like 420 blaze it. Let's see what happens. And we want the direction to be on both. Okay, maybe more than 420. Let's see. Now we have to simulate it again. I forgot. What is it? It's not draping as much because it's too tight. It's too bodycon right now. It needs to be less bodycon, and this needs to fan out more. So we actually need to, I think, just make the sewing for these sides a lot higher. Actually, not on this. This. Like that. It's a lot of trial and error. We'll figure it out. We don't want it the exact same way. Yeah, so it'll drape a little more. Also, I think it's actually more circular than it is this shape. That's another thing that's he look good. He do. We're deleting it. We need a circle. And to make a circle instead of a rectangle like we just did, we need an ellipse. So we go to the polygon tool and go down to ellipse. And you do the same thing, like the same thing you do that we did with the rectangle, and just go like this. We're gonna make a circle. All right. Is it clone as internal shape? I think. I made 2, and then I think I make it, yeah, smaller. Put it in the center. I'm testing this out first before I tell you guys how to do this, just to make sure it works. And then cut. Yeah, okay. We want this. This is what we want. The one thing, and we have to math for this, because I want, okay, this is 316.3. We have to cut it in half. 316.3 divided by 2. 158.15. That's how big these pieces need to be. Yeah, let me test this out first before I tell y'all to change it. Just watch what I'm doing. 158. 1. Both. Okay, so they're the same. Everything has to be the same length. I didn't do that wrong. I mean, right? Because it needs to be, I think, just start at start. It's the curve. Math. Right? Math, am I right? Circumferences and diameter, am I right? I mean, let me see what the hell this looks like. It's probably gonna do what I want it to do, actually. Let me see. Oop. My bad. No. Turn it around. Wait, this way. This way. Yes. Yes. And then... Right? We're making a... Ooh, it's gonna be a slutty skirt. Let's just do a free sew. Because I need to... That's what I don't like about that. Let me see. Can I just delete this point? A semicircle. If I delete it, then you have no circle. Genius. Math. Because this... This is about to look crazy as hell. Let's just see what it's going to simulate, because it's not... It may or may not do what I need it to do. Exactly. 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 This is what I'm talking about. This is what that looks like. When it's not the right lengths, where is it going? Yeah. And that's an example of why these lines have to be straight. They have to be the same length or else. So 316, 316, 3. I think it's got to be double. Fuck. I didn't know I was doing math today. Hold on. Oh my. 316 times 2. 632, 6. Divided by 4? Is that right? I don't know. Oop. 362.6 divided by 4. No, it's 158 again. Yes, we already figured that out. Oh my god. I've done this before and I do not remember how I did it. That's so crazy. I think that was the funniest part. I'm like, how did I do that last time? I don't make a lot of circular skirts for this reason. You just want this to be the same fucking size. So... And it's this. Let me just see what happens if I do what I was doing originally. Yeah, I think it's end that I needed to do it. I don't know. I'm just winging it now. Now I have no idea what I'm doing. I knew what I was doing before, and now we don't know. Oh! Hold on. Lock curve points. This is the way. Lock the curve points. I was like, damn, what? Yes, so we keep the circle the same, and now it's going to... So perfect. Yes. Okay. Now we just test it out. Yeah, you see that? Do you see the difference? However, there's gonna be some, there's still some questionable. No. No, no, no. This... Hold on. That part. So I have to do it this way, because I'm like, where is what? This to this. That makes sense. This... Right? This to this. This to this. Something's missing. Oh. No? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, now he's got a slay little skirt. Look at that. You know what? I am not mad at the summit, a symmetry we just created. That's what we wanted. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay. Let me because I had to figure that shit out just now. B's like, what the fuck did you just do? Let me tell you what I just did. Thank you, Michael. Right. So this, we had to split this length of this in half. Each hemisphere of the circle needs to be that half of that length. So when we sew it, it perfectly sew. Okay, this kind of giving cheerleader. Okay, let me change the particle distance down. Our MetaMan's here. Tech support, tech expert. Michael is our tech expert. He knows everything audio related. I don't know how to do shit. Okay. Honestly, look at the cheerleader fit. Like this high key. I might keep this pattern, B. We might have to make a cheerleader outfit with this pattern as well. We're gonna finish the cyberpunk, but like we're gonna make this is a cheer outfit. Okay. So one of these sides is like longer. What is it? How do I make this longer? Which side do I... Like this side? Let me see. Like if I do that. Ah, okay. That's what we want. We like that. See? Now we have a drape. The drape that we were wanting it. And it makes this type of shape. Oh, look at us. We can do the same thing to the opposite side to get that. Let's see. Oh, that's the front. So maybe this one. Yeah, the back side is what we wanted. We wanted more. Let me see. I think this side probably. Only this side? I want the other side to have a little more drape too. I'm winging it. Yes! It's a little short in the front though. He's giving slut. Did ChatGPT write that? Woo! I need some water. Oh wow wow. No time for that here. No water? She said no water breaks, guys. I'm dying. I'm kidding. Okay. Hold on, let me mute myself again so yeah. Okay. Great. Look at us. Look at us. What else? I don't know. I'm just experimenting with the shape. just want to know. Ooh, simulation error. Oh, no. No. It's like very asymmetrical, but I'm trying to figure out. Okay, it's here. Okay, so another thing in your 3D viewport, when you're trying to figure out what part of the pattern you're looking at, when you click while you're simulating, you got to be simulating, and you click on that blue cursor here is going to tell you where you're at. So you're like, where the fuck do I need to extend? Over here. So, I don't know, let's play with the shape a little more. And pull it out on this side. Well, now we have that drape effect that we really wanted. Much better, right? It's a little more, I guess, shorter in the front and asymmetrical, like long in the back, but it doesn't need to be perfectly exact. I just think that, like, what's important is we figured out how to make a circle skirt. I've made one before, and, like, I had forgotten how to do it. So it's kind of like a diamond shape here. We can manipulate the points. There we go. So that way we can get it a little more how the photo was. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Fantastic. I would probably change this particle distance though to like 10. I mean, not 10, 5, because I feel like it's simulating weird. Let's see. Better. You can kind of see it, or maybe y'all can't tell, but the shape just looks better. Another thing that I like to do, not that y'all would care about doing this, but I go down to mesh and I change it from triangles to quads so that the mesh is just optimized immediately. Why do you not change? Oh. Oh my god, it froze. Give me a second. It'll freeze sometimes when you do this. And we're waiting for it to not be frozen. It's frozen. Hello? Oh my god. Pray for me. I'm scared. No! Dude, seriously? Just because I needed to change it to quads? It's more optimized with quads and it's freezing? Y'all want to know something? I did not save this shit. I have not saved this, so I think it should show up because it's on autosave. I hope it is. Otherwise, we're about to learn a very important lesson, and you should save every step of the way because I didn't, and I might lose all my work. Because this shit is fucking frozen. Oh my god. It's a big brain move. Big brain move. Biggest brain move I've ever done. Oh my god. Dude! Please! Quit playing. Like, let's go. What? Stop. Look, it's not even taking a lot. I'm gonna look up if I can recover a file. Can you recover file if not saved CLO3D? Alright, if this shit did not autosave, I'm just going to speed run what we just fucking did so we can get it back. Otherwise, like, like that's not, I can't do it again. Alright, I'm not gonna do the walkthrough. I'm just gonna speed run it because I just fucked that shit up. Okay, so, my god, bro. We didn't do that much. That's exactly why I picked this very simple garment. Because I was like, oh, okay, just in case it freezes and you have to start over, it takes 5 seconds for me to start over. But that's just very annoying. Yes, I do! Okay, what did we learn? Don't fuck around and find out. Let's save it. Let's save the project. Alright. Oh my god. Save it under Hyverse. Cyberpunk fit. Yes. So I just need to fix the skirt again, but I will not change it to quads because it couldn't handle that. Oh, okay. Actually, it's exactly... Well, not quite, not quite. This I moved up a little more. Oh my god. I realize I do not need these headphones on. They're hurting my head. My microphone is through my webcam, so it doesn't matter. Okay. No one make the mistake I just made. Save it right now. Look, we're good though. We really have 2 more pieces to make. I want us to do a belt, but it's more sewing. I could either show you the cheat way, the illusion way, or the sewing way. Otherwise, yeah, we're gonna put let's put our second piece on. With this one, what we'll do is, so the circumference 316.3, 316.3. We'll make a rectangle again. That's the same length. A 100, I think, is good. Maybe 50. That'll be kind of the belt. Yeah, so I'm gonna set it up for the easy way. But I'm also gonna add like a belt to the second layer, and then we're going to, I'll show you how to just take a transparent photo of a belt and add it as the pattern here, so it appears that it's a belt. Let's look for a graphic right now. Let's see, transparent utility belt. This is how we do it. And then you see this? Right? You just need the front side. On the back side, you just make it black. All right, this is already, oh, it's not transparent. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna take it in, it's got transparent utility belt. So this is the prep for that. We're gonna just, I said we're not gonna do another software today. Yeah, we'll do Photoshop real quick. So the next, let's just recap the steps. We're gonna make the second layer, right? I'm prepping this part for the belt, and then I'm gonna put an overlay of the belt. And then we'll do the gloves, and we still have about an hour and 45. So in that time, we're also gonna have the fabric and the boots, and we can render this shit out all in CLO3D. Done. One full look. Done. And then maybe next time we can take this exact look and put it into Blender, and you can see how to build like a background, like a backdrop and stuff. Otherwise, there's also quite a few capabilities on here. We could take like an AI background and just like render the model in front, so we still have like a backdrop, but you can also do your plain like white space renders. So this is gonna look fucking amazing. Like I think I'll be able to pull some accessories as well from CLO3D's asset library. We're not gonna make sunglasses from scratch or like props and stuff. The only thing we're making is like gloves, but we can maybe pull some sunglasses from CLO3D's asset library and see what we have. See if it matches with this look. So let's do the belt. Let's prep the belt. Photoshop, where are you? My God. Oh yeah, I forgot. I still have Marvelous Designer on here. I forgot. I don't have the icon. To Photoshop. Photoshop, where are you? Open. Thank you. Let's go. Oh yeah, we can put the model in high burst when we're done with this too. We're gonna have a full look. I'll also show you guys more ways to like create an illusion of like depth and like high resolution when it's actually low poly. Okay, so we downloaded a belt. Oh my God, B, it's your avatar. It's your avatar. It looks crazy as fuck. It's in reference. Here we go. Oh my God, it is transparent. You freaking lied. So we don't need to do Photoshop after all. I will leave Photoshop open in case I need it for anything else, but probably not. Back to CLO. Hold on, let me see. Some troubleshooting really quick. Is that it? Yeah, it is. Oops. Let me go on spatial real quick. I have my laptop on mute, so I don't have to worry about it making noise. I'm in spatial, guys. Reagan's trying to hear the stream. I don't think it's playing. I'm on my way. Please save now. I saved. What's up, y'all? Let me see. Reagan said she could not hear the video. So I'm trying to see. Oh, the sound. B, are you able to adjust the... Oh, okay, yeah. Tom's like, you're sharing your screen, so it might not. Okay. Well, now I can sit here in spatial as well. Because I have it on my laptop. Yay! Okay, you guys... Okay, good. Alright, let us continue. I think let's make the width just a little bit more on here. Boop. Oh my god, wait till we get to the fabric library. We have so much to do, but it's not that crazy. Okay, so once again, we're sewing this. We're gonna make a mirror paste. And we're gonna bring that to this side. And flip to normal. Same principles we've been doing, just over and over and over again. Because this is the same size, we can just do this easy peasy and layer it over this. Oh my god, click it! Yes! I was just, avoid simulation errors and move this a little more like that. And this over here. It should wrap around the same. Let's bring it up just a little bit. Both of them. Both of them. Bring it up just a little bit. Okay, and then simulate. Beautiful! Fantastic! I'm gonna change the particle distance down to 10. Ooh, not 100. 10. Okay. Good. Now we have a belt. So these are, once again, we're gonna do the same thing we just did with that circle skirt to create our second layer. We're gonna go to the ellipse tool. And the same thing with the circle in the center. So you just create a circle, and we're gonna make it not as big because we want the layering. And when you need to make a cut in the center, hold on, let me see. We're gonna arrange it because we're gonna sew it to that belt piece. That's what we're, oh my god, front, yeah. It's not very straight. Okay, there we go. That's a good position to have it. Okay. Right click, clone as an internal shape. So the circle is inside. You just click that again and make it smaller. And put it in the center. And then you're gonna right click on that and just cut it. We don't need this excess circle, so you just delete it. And now we have our second, our top layer, but we need to, once again, change that circumference so that it's the same length as the belt, which was the same length as the top. So it's going to be 158. That's in half. 158.1. We lock the curve points because that's how we keep it exactly the same measurements. Right click, change length, 158.1. Lock curve points, directions in both sides. 4 times. Both. Boop. After we do this piece, I'm gonna go and feed my cats really quick. Did I do that right? No. This is the 4th piece, so... Why the long way? I mean, it wasn't a perfect circle in this one either. It was like slightly off. But I think as long as we can segment so, once again. It should line up. Oh, we're on the top. We want it here. This is where we want it. Oh, okay, it's really 2 pieces. That's why we don't need to do all 4. It should... Yes! Yes! Yeah, so we're not going to do the belt then. We'll forget about the belt, and we're just going to add fabric and pose and render it out. That's it. That's all we got. Let's change this particle distance. And now we can manipulate, just like the photo. So there's a split for this, this piece right here. When you want to do something like that, you can like add a point split line right here. Oh wait, that's not it. How did I do that last time? Oh. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it is a split line. These two. We click them both and we can divide internal point? No, that's not it. No, that's not it either. That's not it. What did I do last time? Delete the point. Oh. I guess I'll just do a line. Instead of doing all that, just do that. And you just cut and sew it. Or just cut. Let it go. And now we have a split. Great. Yeah, that's it. That's how we do it. I want the split to be a little more pronounced. You can just... There's a little excess right here. So you can just do that. Like, bring it like that. There we go. Michael, how do you have a fucking emote of yourself? Okay, so this is pretty good. Just do our last bit of touches on here and just maybe make it a little more asymmetrical over here. Because it did drape a little more on that side. I feel like right here though. Go over here. We got it like that. Dare I say we make this one just a little bit more longer. So I'm just gonna move it. No, you're literally moving it. I mean, move it down. That point. Move the point down. Just the point. Yes. Yes. And where else? And now we can add, let's add our fabric colors. All right. Success. So that's it. That's our garment. We have our skirts. Now we can do the fun part. First thing, go to the avatar. We have a male. Let's change the shoes. And of course, they're going to be boots. Bam. Look at that. Look. Bam. Already got it. Next, we're going to pose our bow. Alright. We'll keep it simple. We will go to animation. We can just ignore that. This is how we're going to add a pose, alright? We don't need to do anything else. The outfit is done. It's sewed together. You click the one you want. And then when we press record, this button right here, he's gonna transition into that pose. I'm surprised CLO3D has not done a collaboration with Roblox. Dress to impress. Almost there. Bam, that's it. Now he's posed. Back to simulation. And now we pick our fabric. So we're gonna go to the library. We click this little thing right here. We're gonna go to fabric. So we have one. This is our white fabric. This is like a spacey, techie situation. We may be able to do fabric creator. Let's see. Let's see if have a texture though. Let me see. Just go through my mid-journey prompts. Let's see. Yeah, I got hella shit in here. I've not used any of this. There's a lot to work with. Okay, so one of these is gonna be our pattern. Let's see. Yes, here we go. It's pretty close to, You know what? I could just do that with fabric one. I don't need to do that. Let's do the same thing. And I think it does generate normal maps for you, which is what... Yeah. Not everything though. Let's change this back to fabric 2 because we're going to change it to something else. We'll do the belt, another fabric also. And then I know, I wish I had a normal map for this. That shit would slap. It's fine. This, we want this to render shiny. Metal, actually. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Right. Okay, so fabric 2, let's think of, what do they have in here? Metallic, something metallic as fuck. Or I could just DIY, put the metalness all the way up. I want this to be fabric 2. I want this to be fabric 3. I want this to be fabric 4. We're just gonna make it ourselves. Okay. So this is our belt. We got the metalness up, maximum. We want it to render also metal. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Maybe some roughness to it. So it's not so... Yeah, that's good. Actually, since we did have the belt, I could do a quick graphic because the belt was already... Let's see. We'll do that. Reference, where are you at? This is how you cheat a belt, right? You just bring it up like that, bring it out like that. Right? But what I'm gonna do is actually change this fabric back. Take it off. And to do that, you just need to put the opacity to 0. Bam, now we got a belt on. I could just edit this graphic. Yep. There's your belt. This side, I can just make it black. That's it. That's really all you do. I will bring it down just a little more so it's not so... My cat is about to be on my fucking head. It's dinner time. So fabric 3, we will also make extremely metallic. Talking. My blind metalness, 100%. No roughness. Make it real shiny, like. Ooh, iridescent. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. Hold on. Maybe not black. Maybe what was that? Yeah, it was a black, but like maybe not so. Let's see. Let's do a little preview, all right? This is how we do a preview. Let's see what it looks like. Yes! Nice. Aries, I'm coming! Damn! Okay, so the one thing that's bothering me is that this little area here. This area is, the belt is not the same color, so it looks awkward. That's fine. We'll change this to something else. Let's see. I'm gonna change it to... That one should actually be the iridescent one. I'm gonna change this one to fabric 3. This one. And then 4 could be... also a metal, but a different color. Yeah, you're going to render. I'm not, if we want to make time, I'm not going to be able to do it as slow. That color was like a blue. Cancel, wait. This needs to be fabric 4. Damn! Let's make it a blue. And maybe not so metallic. Let's add some roughness to it. Yeah. Actually, let's make the blue like this color. Fuck yeah, dog. Let me save right now before I forget. Okay. This is honestly, I think I would just put the graphic on this side as well. Aries, I'm coming. Damn. He's about to kick my ass. My cat is like, girl, it is fucking dinner time. Okay, so we'll put that on 2. And now we have the belt just going around, you know? And let's take another preview. Sick. Sick! We need to go to the render properties. I am on GPU, so I can but let's see. I'm gonna stop it. Light properties, let's see. What does that look like? Let me see. Oh, hell yeah. Or maybe something else a little less. Wait, where's the one I really like? Multi-wood. What happened to the neon one? There's a neon one that I was really fucking with. This one, though, is super realistic. Yeah, it makes it look a lot more realistic. Let's see. CLO3D is the shit, I swear. So good. Oh my god, do not freeze on me. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not touching it. I feel like this fabric needs like a pattern as well. So we're gonna do that. Aw, let me let my cat in. He's literally about to break the fucking door down. I'm coming, I'm almost done. Yes. Come in. Come on. Classic cat behavior. He said no. I'm not coming in. Oh my god, he's so annoying. Okay. Let's do something that matches. There was another pattern that was similar to the one that I just used for the top. Okay, yeah. Also, feel like I like the iridescence, but what does gem look like? Up here, let's refresh. It's not as fun. No gem. No gem. Light. Okay, I think that's for something else, so we won't do that one either. Let's just leave it at iridescence, although I wish there was more, like, let's see what happens. Free space or something. Let's put space. Let's see what they have. No shit. Futuristic. Let's see what's free. How about that? Denim. Bro, just open the door. My cat knows how to open doors. It's being so annoying right now. Aries, just open the door. Open the door. Bring the roughness down. Because I want it a little shinier. As well. Maybe less metalness. Oh, the color, that's why we can't see the pattern as much. There we go. There we go, that's better. I feel like the iridescent one, though, is because of the color. Let me see. Okay, so we should do it a blue as well. Not that blue, dude. Yes, like that. Let's see what that... Darker. Dude, you literally know how to open the door. Quit playing.
So okay.
Full of soup. She said it's dinner time. Alright, what do y'all think? Should we render my boy out? That looks pretty fucking sick. I feel like I want this just a little bit darker though. Not that dark, like that. So it's more complementary to the iridescence. Refraction. Oh, here we go. The iridescence, I wanted to have the blue that we've been using. So that's why. Okay, so I like the green, the pink, maybe a little darker. Maybe. Hey! Don't be fighting. My cats. There we go. This is a little more complementary to maybe a dark purple. And the iridescence matches the yes. I like the green a lot. How y'all feel about this? This is good. Let's render it out. Let's save it, and then I like to do orbit animations of the avatar, like going 360. So that's what we'll do. We're just gonna current view. Let's make it, and then let's do a turntable with a video 360. Total duration, let's make it like 30 seconds. Cyberpunk fit. There's one. Oh wait. Final render. There's one. And then how do I forgot how I do this again. Oh yeah, I just do that. Hit stop and then I play it. And it's gonna save the animation. And now we're gonna have a 360 turntable of the outfit. And that's it. Rendered. Rendered to perfection. There we go. While that is rendering, we have 2 more images. I'm going to feed these cats real quick before they jump my ass. Wait, Gina? Where? I do not see it in here. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Done? We're done. Let's see what it looks like. Here's the video. Oh my god, I forgot. It's 30 seconds long. It's just doing photos. Oh my god, I forgot how to do the turn to animation. That's what we want. Video format, MP4. And then that's it. Let me do it again. I forgot it just does the slideshow of the Oh, not this either. Not this either. I just did it last time. I think I have to do it like seconds. And then you just make it long. I think that's what I did wrong. I hate that. So I will say, like, the one thing that I actually prefer, I'm rendering. Yeah, I prefer Style 3D because you don't have to do all that. It's going to just intuitively rotate the character like an orbit. You're not doing like this whole, it's taking mug shots from every angle. Like, I don't want that. I want 360 orbit of the avatar instead of this. So I really wish CLO3D would get it together, because this is like really annoying. I don't think it did what I wanted it to do again. So let's see. It's just doing a do. I don't want that. I want it to like actually like it's on like the like a motor that's 360 orbiting. I don't know why it does that. Let's look this up, because that is like my pet peeve about CLO3D is some of the things like they just do not. Orbit animation, CLO3D. The one job is just like turntable video. Video capture turntable. So it's not in the same place. I don't know why it's like that, but let's put it back in the pose. Boop. Turntable. But yes, that's what we want. Yes, that's what we wanted. Yes, that's what we want. Hold on, let me see. Let's make it 30 seconds. 1920. Oh god. 1080. So it's not a full render. That's what I'm not a fan of that, because in Style 3D, it's gonna just do that while it's rendered. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to do this. But also, like, that looks great too, but I want it, like, high quality rendered and doing that. You know what I'm saying? Which, that might take, like, maybe 10-15 minutes. I have the render properties on, like, the lowest setting, so it's nothing, like, super, So, this is cool. This is great, but I want this, but like high res. So, we'll save that cyberpunk bit turntable unrendered. My titles for everything. But like, I just want to know, like, how do I do the same thing we just did, but with a full render quality? So, from render, image, turntable, define image count. But what kind of image count? I had 4. 180. Okay, so you do 180 and then it needs to be on 360. That's what we have to do. I see. Which is, that's cool. I just wish they would, like, you know, have it already set. You know what I mean? But that's fine. So we can go to turntable 360. Now let's do it again. Maybe this time we change the lighting. Their lighting is so good on here. Okay, we want something brighter though. Let's do gallery house. Parking room, high contrast. Yeah, it takes just a little bit longer because we have iridescent. if I wanted to take this avatar out, it's going to show up like it is in the 3D viewport for the skirt part that's holographic like that. It won't show up. And that's just because different engines have different shaders. I think Studio Vivid is good. So it doesn't come out the same. Like if I put it in Blender, it's not going to look like that. I have to take that and reshade it to get it to do that in Blender or Unreal or whatever, which I think Unreal is a little bit better because it has like shaders for it, but it just depends on what you're doing, and you can't just like take it out and make it look the same. So let's see how long this takes, because it's on the lowest settings. This isn't even like the highest render we could possibly do. So it did the photos pretty quickly also, but it's going to 360 now. So I have to do 360 frames. But yeah, now we're done. At this point, y'all know what it looks like. So we're waiting for it to render, and that's it. That's our outfit. It's a wrap. We did that. Not bad for 2 hours. Yeah, you guys see the difference too in like the 3D viewport and then the rendered version? Like, damn. That is quality. Aries, oh my god. Scared the hell out of me. Dude. You better not turn my computer off. The cat is on the computer. The cat is on the computer. I totally forgot about that. Soup. What are we on? Image 8? Yeah, it's gonna be a minute for this one, which I'm psyched. Let's look at the one we had. And that's pretty good for the fast version of this. You know, I would add gloves, a prop, sunglasses, but this is the main fit and it looks fantastic. Let me see. So this is that was the one that I didn't want. So these are just the still renders, which look fantastic. Oh my god, let me move this. Looks really good. Look at the detail. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. I think. Okay, yeah, this is that right now. It's gonna render all 100 or 360 pictures and a video. Okay. I'll keep it open. I don't know, maybe next time we'll attempt to do something like this, because I really like this. We just probably get shoes already made and then put like a pant that's like very metal and rigid. let me close this shit out. I'll mute myself. Mary. I'm gonna turn the stream off, y'all. All right. Bye.